In order to respect, we have to, I guess, look outside of ourselves. If we don't have respect, we can't give it. But yet a lot of times people want that respect, they demand it. And respect is something that has to be earned, it can't be given. And what we try to teach our young children as they're growing up is that someday you're going to have a family, sometimes you're going to be, you may be an auntie, you may be an uncle, you don't know what you're going to be in life. You may be married, you may be single for the rest of your life, who knows. But as long as you're able to find some respect, I think is allowing others to live their own way of life, their own way of being. So if I didn't respect you, then I wouldn't be getting the respect back in order what I may be looking for. But it's also respecting your point of view, who you are, what you do. And these teachings need to come in when you're very young. Sometimes we know what respect is. It's just that we've kind of misplaced it over there somewhere. And maybe because we haven't felt respected in our own lives, is that we don't apply it a lot of times to others. And many of you, like when they ask, who do you respect? Well, my mother, my father, my grandparents, yeah. But are you hurting them at the same time by your actions of... and if you love that person, you won't want to hurt them, and you won't be disrespectful. And again, all of these things seem to tie into one another. And I've always told my children, you may not like what another person does or says, but that's them. You have to respect what they're saying and what they're doing. Unless they're hurting you or harming you in some way, then you need to get away from them until they can change and do something about their way of life. And again, all it is change. Everybody's so scared of change. You know, and at some point in our lives, we have to make that change. I learned that a long time ago. I was into alcohol and drugs myself. But when I looked at my life, I says, where is it going? What am I doing? I didn't have anybody. I like when you say you hit rock bottom, there was nothing left. And I says, where do you go from there? I says, I have to go up. And I says, I need to grow up as well. And I need to start taking responsibility for my actions and doing things. And the first thing was to get myself sober, get myself straight, get help. And then I took courses, I went for training, I did a whole lot of things. And it was, I found out later, was that I had no respect for myself either. Somewhere along the way I had lost it. Somewhere between growing up, residential school, and my way of life afterwards. It was there in a sense, but I just didn't seem to apply it to me. So like, after I started to heal, after I started these things, this is when I started to find that respect, the love, and that I did care about myself, and that I was somebody, and I was important. And like everybody else that we try to help today, they are important, and they do deserve our respect. And as long as they have that willingness to change, we need to stand beside them and help as much as we can. Thank you.